Hi everyone, how are you? I hope everyone is doing good today. Welcome back again to my YouTube channel, everyone. So for today's video, I'm going to share you guys the advantages of living in the Philippines. So if you like this topic, please stay tuned and keep on watching, everyone. So let's start our topic for today, everyone. The first advantages of living in the Philippines is housing or rent. So the rent here in the Philippines is very low if you compare in the West. Because usually the rent here, it only costs around, there's 15,000 pesos, it's around 250 US dollar per month. And if you want a nicer place, there's 500 US dollar to 600 US dollar. So it depends on the size of the place you want to stay. So it's very affordable if you compare it to your country, guys. So that's why there's a lot of foreigners who retire here or they visit here because the rent here is very low. So that's the number one advantages of living in the Philippines. Number two is the transportation. So speaking of transportation here is very affordable also. If you want taxi, for example, taxi is not so expensive. If you're going to ride a taxi for a short ride, it only costs around $2. So it's very cheap. So it depends on your destination also. If you go somewhere like a little bit far, it costs $6, $8, something like that. So it's not so bad. But you need to be careful, also aware. You need to be careful with some of the drivers. Sometimes they ask more, most especially if you are a foreigner. I don't know why, but that's very common. So you need to be careful on that also. You need to check, you need to ask them to use the meter all the time. And also, another way of transportation which is cheaper, like the public bus, yeah, it's cheaper. The minimum fare is only 15 pesos for a short ride. So it's only around 26 cents US dollar. Oh my gosh, that's so cheap. But it's very crowded sometimes and a lot of passengers. And if you don't like to sit with different people at your side, so just prefer to get a ride with a taxi. And also another is motorbike. Yeah, it's cheaper also. Or tricycle. It's only 15 pesos each way. So it's not so bad, guys. 26 cents. Imagine. So that's the number two advantages here in the Philippines. The transportation is very low. And next is number three, the food. Speaking of food. So when you're here in the Philippines, food here is lower if you compare there in the West. And if you want different food like Mexican food, Indian food, or Thai food, what else? Italian food, we have here also here in the Philippines, and the price is very affordable. So yeah, it's very good here in the Philippines, everyone. The number 4 is language. Speaking of language, so English is widely spoken in the Philippines. So it's easier for you guys to communicate local people here. If you visit here, so it's very easy to ask someone wherever you go because most of the people here know how to speak English. So it's easy to communicate them. Yeah, so that's the number 4. Housing or rent, transportation, food, language, the number 4. And now the last but not the least is dating. So if you are looking for a date, Philippines is the good place to go. So it's easier, guys, to find a date in the Philippines no matter how old you are. Even though you're on your 80s, 70s, 60s, 40s. So yeah, it's easier here based on my observation, because I see a lot of older foreigners dating a Filipina here. So that means it's easy to find a date here in the Philippines. It's because foreigner, even though you're older, your face looks younger. So age doesn't matter, everyone. So it's easier to meet ladies here in the Philippines, but you just need to be careful also, because there are some ladies who only want you for money, and that's normal, that's common. So you should be careful about that too. Yeah. So the good thing of dating a Filipina, everyone is Filipina are so sweet. So yeah, when you go to the mall, like for example, she always hold your arms, where that one never happened in your country, if am I right? And yeah, so that's the very plus here, advantages in the Philippines. It's easy to date a younger Filipina, because in your country, if most especially if you're like 50s, 60s, you can't find a 30-year-old Filipina, a 30-year-old lady there, right? So it's really hard unless if you're the Mr. Rich guy. Am I correct? So here in the Philippines, it's easy because Filipina women they never matter, as long as because foreigners, you look younger even though you're older. Yeah, and of course Filipina women are a good cook, o diba? They know how to cook. They're so sweet. So what are you waiting for, everyone? So yeah, that's it, everybody. But some people would say if it's like a very big age gap, they would say, oh, it's only about all money. That lady only picked that guy because of money, most especially if there's a big age gap. But I think everyone, it's like a win-win situation, something like that. Yeah, I think it applies to anywhere. So yeah, that's the advantages of living in the Philippines that I can share you, everyone. The rent, transportation, food, language, and dating. So I hope this video help you, everyone, and if you like it, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and that's all for today. Bye bye, and I hope to see you again on my next video, everyone. Bye bye, everybody. Thank you so much.